right, but I guess I'm trying to figure out something doesn't sound right, and you're not telling me what it is. So just come on out with it. It's gonna feel better. Trust me. Just let it go.
It's hard.
Trust me, I pulled up for a reason.
Yeah.
I came out of nowhere like I always do for most people.
Right.
So this is meant to happen. Just let it go. Let it out.
Recently,
What pain points? What's really eating inside of you? What are you not bringing out that you're not even admitting to yourself right now? That's eating you alive. You need to say it.
After my boyfriend moved.
All right, so definitely just had a big hug. Yes. What do you think about my hugs?
Strong. Very comforting, you know. I can tell you work out. But I needed that, so I appreciate it a lot.
What's up, YouTube? I need you to take 2 seconds and go subscribe to my 2 new channels, Atlanta Street Interviews B-Side, where all of the videos that don't make it to the main channel will be. Also, Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews Daily Vlog, where you can follow my journey as a father, fitness enthusiast, sales manager, and of course, content creator. And you might even get some tea on the latest person I'm dating. Go follow those 2 channels right now. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day out here.
It's
awesome,
nice.
awesome. Yeah, so are you homeless?
I'm not, but I moved out of my parents' house at 21 years old, trying to make it out on my own, trying to be an adult as a 21-year-old young lady who's in college. I don't have a form of income right now. I'm currently looking for a job, and
so you're kind of living out the hotels right now?
I am, yeah.
Okay, and who are you staying there with?
With my homegirl. Her name is Toya.
Okay, so you and a homegirl, y'all in the hotels.
Yes.
How long have you been doing the hotel living thing?
For a week now. Just moved out of my parents' house, I want to say last week.
Last week?
What
caused you to move out last week?
Shit. Being an adult, you know, I realized that I can't stay in my parents' house for the rest of my life. You know, you have to move out of the bird's nest and spread your wings. You know, you gotta fly.
I get that. Was there any particular incident that occurred?
There was an argument about adulthood and how I need to start making my own choices and learning how to grow.
So what was the points that they were making, and what was the points that you were making?
The points they were making was I'm 21 years old and I'm living in my parents' house, and my sister moved out at 22 with her boyfriend, and they're thriving. They both have jobs. They have a pet. They have a kitten named Luna, and they're doing great. And I wanted to keep the legacy of my family of being people who are in college, who start from the bottom and make it to the top. Start from
Are you currently in college?
I am. Yeah.
What school?
Georgia Gwinnett College.
You say Georgia Gwinnett?
Yes.
Technical?
Georgia Gwinnett.
Okay, Georgia Gwinnett. GWCC. Is that what you're talking about? Georgia
GGC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, why move out of the house when you're in the middle of being in college?
Well, I wanted to be a little more independent.
Let me just ask.
Yes.
Was there stuff that you wanted to do that you couldn't quite do at mom and dad's house?
Yes.
Like what?
As an adult, or 21 years old, at my birthday, I started drinking. Not heavily. I don't.
When was your birthday?
August 24th.
Okay, shout out.
I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, I'm about to say shout out them Virgos.
Hell yeah.
I'm headed to my trainer right now. He's a big Virgo, so
yes.
Shout out them Virgos. Shout out my boy KD, man. All day. Okay. So real quick, do you have any kids?
I don't. No kids.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. So. Where are you from?
I'm from Georgia. Born and raised in Norcross, Georgia.
Norcross? Hey, man.
Southside.
Shout it out, man. Shout out that Norcross.
Southside.
I kind of call Norcross like more north side. You know what I'm saying?
North side, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
North, south,
Shout out that Norcross, man.
Yes.
All right, and so growing up in Norcross, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I was adopted at 3 months old, so it was mostly my mom at home. Both parents were working. Stayed with my grandma for a little bit. She lived with us for a little while, for about 3 years. And it was kind of hard having both parents working. My sister had to raise me.
And you say how old is she? How much older is she than you?
She's 2 years older than me.
Okay, wow.
So, she's
that's
20,
yes, that's not that much
24.
older. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So, and you guys were the only 2 siblings in the house?
So I'm one of 7 siblings. Both
Okay.
of us are biological. I have a little sister, Andrea, and
How much older are you than your little sister?
I am. So she is 18 years old. I want
Okay,
to say
so
16 years old.
16. Okay,
And
so
I'm
she's still in
21.
high school.
Yes.
So I get it. And so is she the last one that's still at the house
So
in
my-
high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I get it. And so you're saying that you and the sister above you are
Mhm.
actual biological sisters?
Yes.
Okay, what was the reasoning that you was told for why you had to be adopted?
So my mother was an addict. She passed away from an overdose last year, December 2023. And
Like literally just a few months ago?
a few months ago, yeah, it was hard.
Wow.
I have her urn at my house, and she's been my rock since day one. You know, I texted her, I call her, I used to call her. She's my angel, I call her, because she was the woman who gave up me so I can have a life that I never could have had with her.
Were you guys able to have like a good relationship while you were growing
Yes,
up and into your teenage years and things like that?
So she was able to visit. She did visiting, and I was really young, so I didn't really have a lot of memories
Right.
going on. But as I grew up, I texted her, I called her at 18. I started talking to her after my mom told me, you know, your mom is ill. She relapsed.
Okay, so you didn't know that all the way growing up.
No.
Okay,
So
so
I was told when I was 16 years old that I was adopted.
wow.
I was young.
So wait, what kind of effect did that have on you when you learned that information about yourself?
It was hard knowing that my mother was an addict. I say was because she
Got clean.
is clean
Yeah,
in
yeah,
heaven
yeah.
right now. But
I mean, when you found that out, did you
I cried.
you cried?
I cried because I was like, you know, living life with my adopted parents was like, that was my normal. That was
Right.
what I knew. And once they told me, I was just like,
How did you
Really?
feel? Did you feel betrayed? Did you feel like
I was lost. You know, I didn't know. I knew what I knew and I didn't know what I didn't know. So it was
did it
just
cause you to act out in any type of way?
mommy issues, kind of. You know, I didn't really have my birth mom there to raise me as a young woman, so I had to learn from my sister. I learned a lot from her. I learned how to do my makeup from her. I learned how to do my hair from her. I learned how to dress nicely, and it's all to her. I give it to her because she.
Well, and I get that, but
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So what's the relationship currently with your parents, with your adopted parents?
It's a little rocky since I moved out. They've been calling me, texting me, making sure I'm okay, which is good. You know, parents are parents. They want to love you and support you.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, how are you paying for these hotels?
My homegirl, she's
Homegirl?
paying. She works at Wendy's and she's making money
Making
for
money?
us both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask, right? Because I've been out here for a very long time. I'm
Yeah.
an experienced guy, right?
Yes.
I see the outfit that you have on, right?
Yes.
I mean, and you know, we ask for transparency on this channel.
Yes.
You know, are we working, like, you know, doing that
I
type
used
of work?
to work. No. I used to work.
No,
at-
what I mean is like sexual work.
No.
Okay, so the outfit, why do we have this dress on like in the middle of the day?
It was hot, and this was the only thing I had in the hotel that was clean. Currently, I don't have a washroom
It's like,
in the hotel.
it's like we're going out to the club or something.
know.
You get a little spin for me real quick? Like, see. Okay.
I know.
Okay. All right. So, because here's the thing, right?
Yes.
21 isn't that old
Right.
these days to be at the house.
Right.
And I get that. I mean, it sounds like maybe there was a little bit more to the incident, the argument or whatever, than what you're saying, because, you know, these sound like responsible people. They should know that it's a bad idea for you to come out here at 21
Right.
without any income.
Right.
And you say that you're in college currently, right?
Yes.
Like you're currently taking classes?
Currently taking classes.
Do you go to campus, or do you just do it online?
I do it online.
Okay. It's still not a good idea.
Yeah.
So what needs to happen to undo this?
Well, My mother said I'm always welcome back home. So the plan is to
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The plan is to go back home, get a job, get my license, and go back to school.
Your license, meaning your driver's license?
My driver's license.
You don't have your driver's license?
I have really bad driving anxiety since I was young. I got in a car accident when I was younger with my parents, and it was hard.
So you've never had a driver's license?
No, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sucks, but.
So, okay. I'm going to ask because I always ask this question. I'm always surprised at the answers, but I'm going to ask. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you? Like any type of sexual assault?
It happened when I was, I want to say 17 actually, so not when I was young. But
17? How did it happen at 17? What happened?
I was with a friend who I knew from church actually, and I got really
female friend or?
It was a male.
Male friend?
And we knew each other from Bible study, and I was in his car one day and I was like touching my seatbelt and he decided to grope me inappropriately, and I was like, stop bro, like chill out. And he did not stop, and I called the police after I filed a report.
So wait, he didn't stop and he just forced himself, and like y'all were in the car and he like full penetration and everything?
No
he did all that?
penetration, but he was
like groping you, touching you. And so how did that stop?
I yelled at him, I hit him.
Okay. And then what happened?
And I got out the car, called the police. He drove me home, scared of the police because he had no charges. And he took me home. I cried, telling my parents, I was assaulted. She was in awe. She was like, that's what, you can't trust people out in these streets. You don't know.
Like, were you a virgin at that point, or were you already sexy?
I was a virgin.
You were still a virgin? Okay. Wow. So, I mean, it's a good thing that he didn't go all the way,
Right.
That would have,
first time was horrible.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So was that the only time any type of incident like that occurred?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you, you're out here on these streets now. Have you been into this area before?
I'm new to this area. I was originally in Lawrenceville.
Okay.
Actually.
Well, this is Panola Road, right? It's a lot of street activity that goes on in this immediate area.
Right.
In the hotel that you're in, it's a lot of prostitution, a lot of, just different things, right?
Right.
I don't think that you need to be around here.
No.
I
need to go back home.
You don't fit in, okay?
Right. Yeah.
You're too articulate, your teeth are too straight, okay?
Right.
So what do we need to do to get you back home?
I need to call my homegirl and tell her, it was fun while it lasted, but I have priorities and I have things I need to do.
Is she expecting anything out of you? Like?
No, sir.
Okay. How did y'all link up? Like, you was getting put out the house, and then what? You called her, or what happened?
She was a friend of a friend I knew a year ago, and she was looking for a roommate. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to get out of my parents' house. If you have a spot for me, I could slide. And so she hit me up one day and she was like, yo, I have a spot you can pull up to. And I was like, okay, cool. So she Ubered me over. I met her family, her roommates, her family. I met her children. They're so sweet, such sweet children. And, they welcomed me with open arms. They showed me care and love and appreciation. They didn't ask for rent. All they had to do was, help with the kids, help clean up, do chores, do the regular home stuff.
Home maintenance stuff.
Yeah, but nothing.
But how'd y'all end up at the hotel then?
So she has a baby daddy who was there, and I don't feel safe being around some random stranger who, is a man I don't know. So I didn't really feel safe there.
Kind of like a street guy?
Kind of.
That street vibe type deal?
Yeah,
okay.
I call him a hood guy.
Right.
But I didn't feel safe there with the strap, with kids,
Right.
It's scary, and I'm new here. I'm new to Panola.
Right. So, but how'd you end up at the hotel though?
She drove me here.
Okay, and so, but you say you're staying here with her though too, right?
Yes, but she had to go pick up food for us and groceries and stuff like that since we're gonna be there for a minute. So she had to get
something about this sounds fishy.
I know.
What are you not telling me?
Come
on with it. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. So we could BS around for however long, but come on with it.
So she is actually one of my really close friends. And, you know, I trust her with everything. I just don't trust the fact that, you know, I'm not home. You know, I'm not with my parents. I'm not with my sister. You know, I moved out really early. You know, 21 is young still. And I made choices that weren't really...
What were those choices?
I moved out, you know, I have no money, I'm still in school, I'm far from my house, I'm almost an hour away.
Well, right, but I guess I'm trying to figure out something doesn't sound right, and you're not telling me what it is. So just come on out with it. It's gonna feel better, trust me, just let it go.
It's hard.
Trust me, I pulled up for a reason.
Yeah.
I came out of nowhere like I always do for most people.
Right.
So this is meant to happen. Just let it go. Let it out.
Recently, I got engaged with drug activity. I won't name the substance, but it was something that got you really high mentally.
Right.
And I don't go high chasing, but when I have bipolar disorder.
Okay.
And impulsivity is
one of the symptoms.
One of the symptoms. And when I get triggered, like say there is violence on TV or someone's yelling, I get triggered and I have to find something to cope with it. And I am medicated, so I take my medication, but sometimes you need something else. You need the head high, you know.
So here's the thing, right?
Yes.
And I get that. And we're not judging. We don't judge on this channel. We've heard all the stories.
Yeah.
And we understand coping mechanisms.
Right.
But there's one particular drug. And I just want to make sure and see if it's that. Are we talking about crack?
No, sir.
Okay.
Right. And my mother...
Let it out.
I don't want to be like her. I know that sounds harsh.
No. I already knew that that's where this was going. I wanted you to say it. I wanted you to let it out.
I want to be better for me. You know, everybody's like, be better for this or be better for that, but you got to be better for yourself. You can't change the world unless you change yourself first. So,
besides the bipolar, what pain points, what's really eating inside of you? What are you not bringing out that you're not even admitting to yourself right now that's eating you alive? You need to say it.
After my boyfriend moved to California, it broke me. He didn't leave on purpose, you know, his father passed away, but my mom passed away the same, you know,
like around the same time?
Around the same time, and it was hard for the both of us. And you know, I decided to take a break from us for my mental health because I wasn't well mentally.
Right.
And he took it well. We're still talking, but he moved and it's hard. He's thousands of miles away.
That was kind of like your safe space?
We would see each other every Monday and Wednesday. We would go on dates, and just without him here, it's been hard. So I have to hotel hop and house hop and Uber everywhere.
So as far as the drugs go, right? And I know I asked you earlier, but I'm gonna ask again, right? So because oftentimes they go together.
Right.
So are we doing the sex work stuff or whatever?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have more respect than that. My mother taught me well.
Okay. You know, I'm just, you know, I have to ask them, you know.
Right.
Okay. First and foremost, do you need a hug right now?
I'm sorry?
Do you need a hug right now?
I do.
All right, let's just pause real quick. All right, so definitely just had a big hug. Yes. What do you think about my hugs?
Strong. Very comforting, you know? I can tell you work out. But I needed that, so I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, so is that the issue with the parents, is, you know, the drug use and the drinking and stuff like that?
Yeah, my dad.
So do they want you to go to rehab? Is that what's going on?
Kind of, sort of. It's like an intervention type energy for me. After I told them I was, you know, on whatever.
Meth, right? You gotta be able to say it. You can't.
It was cocaine.
It was coke?
It was
okay,
cocaine.
so the powder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't do it for me, you know. to quit. I will quit, and I'm going to quit because it can kill you. And I have a life to live. I can't, you know, be doing...
Well, also, just to be honest, cocaine is an expensive habit.
It is.
Like,
Yes.
It's an expensive habit. That's why I'm like, where are you getting this money from?
Right.
And that's why I keep asking about the sex work stuff, because I'm like, well,
Right.
if you're not working, trust me.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay. So, all right, now that we got all that out,
Yes.
what's the solution here? Let's just, let's base ourselves down.
Right.
And what is the solution?
Remember that the choices you make can change your life for the better or for the worse. And I feel like the way I'm going right now is going to the worst.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I have to remember I'm still young and I have years ahead of me. I have peers ahead of me who live life before me and know what they're talking about when they say, you know, you're messing up or you're doing this wrong. You know, they're not trying to be mean or anything. They're just trying to, you know, guide you and care for you and show you that there is a better way out rather than drugs or sex or pornography or, you know, whatever. And, you know, I will do better.
Well, I hear all that, but those are all just words. What I'm asking is, what are the actions? What actions are we going to take to move ourselves to the place that we want to be?
Correct. First, getting a job, most importantly, so I can make a form of income.
But here's the thing, right? So, do we need to attack the addiction first?
Yes.
Because if you get a job, and the job is going to be stressful, right?
Right.
Because it's going to be some low-income job where you're going to be stressed, people are going to be asking for extra fries and this, that, or whatever, right?
Yes.
And then you're going to want to cope.
Right.
That's how that works, right?
Right.
So, do we need to deal with that first?
Yes, I definitely need help with that.
So, is that basically just us tucking our ego away, going back to mom and dad,
Yes.
saying, I need help, you know, letting them, you know, use their insurance or whatever it takes to get you the help,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And then you go about going about your life, right?
Right.
I don't want you to start having income and then you get deeper into your addiction. That's how that works, okay?
Right.
So what do we need to do? Like, where's mom and dad right now?
They're currently at work.
At work?
In Lawrenceville, yeah.
In Lawrenceville?
Yes.
Okay, we need to get you there tonight,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
So, you have a phone?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna take your number down, and by the time, you know, 5 o'clock or so, whatever time people get off work comes, I'm gonna call you, and you're gonna get your stuff. We're gonna go up to mom and dad's house, and we're gonna get our life started.
Yes.
Because being out here on Panola Road with this freakum dress on, all right, and this wig, that ain't it. That is not it.
Right.
And by the way, you are a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
Let's see your actual features. Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to,
fine.
but I just want to show. Look at that. You're extremely gorgeous,
Thank you.
and you have a pleasant personality.
Thank you.
Okay, you don't have any kids. You got everything going for you.
Yes.
We just gotta get that one little thing straightened out, and then you could surge ahead.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. We really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions.
Thank you.
If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yes. So my Instagram is alliyahgoldsby Jazzy being Java. Jazzy JAZZY B_BEAN Java 24.
Okay.
My Cash App is Aliyah ALLIYAHGOLDSBY, and my what else?
You know, TikTok or anything like that?
TikTok is Jazz Goldsby, and I think that's it.
Okay. Well, listen, like I say, we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, okay?
Yes.
And we're going to be linking up later on, all right?
Yes.
All right, you make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Thank you. Have a
All
nice
right.
one.